Hello again, everybody. This is The Duel is Limitless. I came to talk about Overlord, one of my best light novels. Well, not mine. I'm just saying, like one of my favorite light novels, favorite anime, favorite web novel. What else? And that's it. I'm just a super big fan. I mean, if I had the money, I could buy figurines, but I'm not that kind of guy. I'm stingy. Um, okay, let's see. Okay, I'll be the first to say this. I love the light novel. The light novel is very good. The world building, the development, it's awesome. It's well executed. The characters' interaction is just amazing. I love it. Um, I mean, I'm the only thing I'm disappointed about is that actually like the author stopped writing after the 13th volume. I was actually expecting the 14th volume this year. I was so excited. Like I went to my boss and told her like I can't be working this year because I was so ready for this. This is a lie. I didn't actually tell my boss that. That was just like a joke or whatever. But anyway, I mean, yeah. And I really think it's funny how Ainz is always like have to pretend to be like a supreme overlord, which he is, because like the NPCs just look up to him like that. It's so funny, and I like how the author put some comedy inside this world, like this light novel which is full of bloodshed, wars, battles, and a battle of wits, which is cool. And let's see, the anime now. I'm a big fan as well. I'm very disappointed there's not a season 4 because I was really expecting that. And I mean the season 3 was very good. If I'm not wrong, I believe season 3 was the Lizardman arc. I can't really remember. I believe the first one was the Black Warrior. The second one was player versus player with Shelter and Ainz were doing battle. And the third one was Lizardman arc, which we finished that. And season 4 should be coming out this year, but there's no one that's actually came out and said that we're going to be a season 4. So this is just me saying what I think season 4 should be released. And one thing I want to talk about is most of you guys have not realized it, but in the anime, Ainz is depicted as a person which is super smart, very intelligent, and commanding, which I think is pretty cool. In the light novel now, it's different. It's not actually that. It's trying to act the part, but since we don't have his inner monologue in the anime as we do in the light novel, we're not aware of that. We just assume that he's very smart. In the web novel now, I've actually not read the entirety of the light novel. Sorry, the web novel, because I actually thought I was finished with it because I was actually on chapter 64, which I thought was end, which on Novel Planets it is actually said chapter 64 was the end. That's why I've not actually finished it up. And from what I'm seeing, I'm actually very happy because the web novel actually diverged from the light novel. The web novel diverged from the light novel. I think that's what I said, but anyway. And I'm very happy with that. The only thing I don't like is that Ainz had to act like the Grand Duke. We all know that Ainz is not a Duke figure. I mean, this guy is a supreme being. Like, he shouldn't have to bow down to some mortal level to act that part. I don't really believe he should do that, but that's what happened. And it was a very nice touch. I just didn't like that part. But everything else I loved. And I was pretty sad that Albedo was not in there, because I actually wanted to see how she and Ainz will actually develop, because I love Albedo. Albedo is awesome. Even though she's crazy, she's awesome. and I believe that Ainz and Albedo was a very good match. And I'm a very big supporter. As for Sheltier, I have to. It depends. I mean, if she could actually age, I would support it, but in that body, it's kind of creepy, so I'm gonna say no. As I said before, Ainz Goal is one of my favorite characters of Overlord. My second one is Kakaitis. Kakaitis. I think I pronounced that right. Ainz Goal, because he's the Supreme Overlord of Death, Supreme Overlord of Nazareth, is the most amazing person. Is calculating, is cold-blooded, is cool. I mean, this guy has a ton of cheats inside of his inventory, which is cool. A one-man army, basically. Kakaitis, because like he's super strong. He's the best warrior inside the entire guild, or sorry, inside the Great Tomb of Nazareth. I can't really say guild because it's not a part of the guild. It's just a ornament, basically. It's just something that was created to be a member of Nazareth, not the guild itself. It's a different. Like the members of the Ainz Gold and other Supreme Beings, they are a part of the guild. The creations are a part of Nazareth. That's the difference. And Kakaitis, I love him because, like I said, he's a very good warrior. He's cool. He's crazy about weapons, and yeah, it's cool. Okay, I think I got everything I want to say. I'm just gonna list some fan fiction, which basically like made me happy because even though we didn't have volume 14, I was still happy and excited about it. Even though my excitement has dwindled down a little bit, I'm still happy for it. So I'm gonna list these fan fiction down. So anybody out there which want to read them, go ahead. I guarantee they're amazing. Okay. My first one is Overlord side story. There's 4 volumes, and the 4th volume is actually the one I like best. And it's a Naruto crossover. It was created by just Triple G. It's a crazy name. Yeah. It's a very good story because it's actually basically the first 3 volumes was actually a divergence of the light novel, and then volume 4, which was amazing. It was very well executed. The divergence was like cool and smooth. There was no there's no messed up part of it. It was just smooth. The divergence was smooth. It was well executed. My second one is it wrong to be a warrior inside? Sorry, is it wrong to be a warrior captain inside of a dungeon? I loved it. This is actually about. Sorry, somebody's shaking their head right now in the background. Give me a second. Anyway, I'm back. It's about the warrior captain of the kingdom that Ainz actually obtained his kingdom from. I forgot his name, that's why I'm just saying this. And even if I did remember, I would not know how to pronounce his name. It's crazy. So anyway, I like the fact that instead of actually just dying and going to eternal rest, he actually arrived inside this world with dungeons, gods, and goddesses and stuff, and tried to thrive. But I think it would be better if he actually instead of following any of these goddesses or gods, he followed Ainz. That would be amazing, and it'd be very interesting. The idea it's just crazy. And the Summoner of Death. That's a very good anime. It's based on the anime. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Okay, I should have probably researched a little bit more, but I forgot the anime. It's about this anime is about these girls or whatever, which go to this academy in this world where magic or mages the are the rulers basically. And this girl, she's always called Zero or whatever, Zero something. And every time you try to summon a creature from another world to serve her, she always summons the worst, and thus she's called Zero or something. I'm pretty sure many of you guys already know which I'm talking about. I just can't remember the name. Anyway, in this fan fiction, she summoned Ainzul Go, the supreme ruler of that. And this led to a very well executed story, and it's very good. And like, the only thing I'm really mad about with this fan fiction is that the author is not actually continuing it. It's paused. It hasn't been writing for a couple weeks now. Okay, let's see. And the last one. Sorry, the second to last one.
Everybody made it through the round three.
This one is called God is Watching, which is a fan fiction or crossover between Overlord and My Hero Academia. Oh god damn it, I can't really say that. Anyway, My Hero Academia. There it is. There it is. I know I could say it. And it's pretty good. I thought it was pretty funny. It's basically more of a comedy than actually action packed, and it's pretty good. I mean, I have not actually watched the anime of My Hero Academia. Academia. I lost it. I have not actually watched that. I'm not really a big fan, but this fan fiction made me interested in it, and I might just give it a try afterwards. So, and then there's actually, oh, sorry, I should have told you who that. That's by. Okay, let's see. God is Watching is by Eternal Sword. If you go on fanfiction net, just look up Eternal Sword and you'll find it. And also, I like to say this. This is not on my list, but I like to say this. There's actually a fanfiction net writer was called Spicy Pizza. Look that guy up. He actually has some really great Overlord fan fiction, which I'm a big fan of. I can't remember this one, but it's about Nemu, the little girl from Kern Village or whatever. She was adopted by Ainz and become his daughter, and the story is really, really good. And I like how everybody interact with her. But the only thing I didn't like is that it was only like 2 chapters, and Ainz didn't make an appearance. So I didn't really like that. Like I said, it's only 2 chapters, so. And then there's another one. It's one of my favorites, mainly because just the amount of words is really amazing. So I have more things to read instead of just like reading and just stop. So it's called New World, Welcome to Overlord. It's by the Supreme Overlord. Not sure about that, but I think that's what it's called, Supreme Overlord. It's actually on webnovel.com. It's about Ainz finishing like his 10,000 years plan, and he went to a new world where gods are, and he's basically trying to slaughter all these gods to obtain more items and stuff. Which is basically I think the author was smart because he actually delve into what made Ainz. He's an item collector. Check he has that's in it. He's the ruler of debt. Check that's in it. He's crazy about increasing his power. Check that's in it. Well, basically everything that made Ainz is in there, which is a very good, and it's cool. And that's a wrap. I'm so sad, guys. I'm about to eat some fish, but I'm allergic to it. Wish me the best. Thank you.